Hello and welcome to SimplyFit London. My name is Albina. I'm clinical nutritionist and fitness coach. I'm also a mother of 3 young children. In this video, I will talk about Tren-Ace, Tren-E and Tren-Hex type of Trenbolone. I will cover about side effects, etc. Why I suddenly decide to talk about Trenbolone? Because you asked me, and when you're asking me to do the video on a specific subject, I always listen. There are so many things you should know if you want to take these supplements for muscle gain. I heard about Tren a lot, and guys in the gym, my subscribers, are asking me what do I think about it and whether it works if I want to gain significant muscle mass in a few weeks. Before I continue, I want you to read my disclaimer, please. Thank you. Does Tren work? Yes, absolutely. I'm not sure if you'll gain big muscle mass in 1 month, but you will be more prominent with a Tren than if you go natural. I'm not promoting or advertising Trenbolone. I know a lot about Tren scientifically and from other people who are taking. I will share with you all the information you need to know before you decide to take Tren. I also want to let you know I haven't tried it myself. What I have tried are LGD, SR9009, GW501516 and Ostarine. If you haven't watched this video, you can watch it later. Tren is very popular, especially for guys who just starting going to the gym to gain muscle mass quickly. Everything should be very quickly. A friend suggested and youngster takes without even thinking about side effects. Further, I want to tell you this, that you still have to work hard and diet even harder with a Tren or without a Tren. Whatever supplements you take, you have to train hard, diet harder and be consistent. Not just going to the gym and do a little bit, no, to the failure. If you are serious about it, want to gain big muscle mass and reduce body fat, diet is very important. Trenbolone is anabolic steroids, veterinarians. Trenbolone is anabolic steroids. Veterinarians use it most commonly as an ester to increase muscle growth and appetite of cattle while reducing their body fat, and it's still used for this purpose today under the brand name Finaplex H. Trenbolone acetate was first synthesized in 1963 and approved by the livestock industry as a growth promoter for beef cattle in the early 1970s. Trenbolone, also known as testosterone or as estra. Testosterone was first synthesized in Germany, May 1935, I think, and was used medically to treat depression. Professional athletes began misusing anabolic steroids during the 1954 Olympics, when Russian weightlifters were given testosterone. Pharmaceutical companies started using Preworkout, a form of Trenbolone, in 1980s. This drug was prescribed for patients suffering from muscle wasting, AIDS, or osteoporosis. Then it was banned in 1997 due to the side effect. Anabolic steroids such as nandrolone are used recreationally by some athletes to achieve rapid increase in muscle bulk from the anabolic effects of muscle tissue. In a minute, I will explain about Trenbolone acetate, Trenbolone enanthate, and Preworkout, which is Tren-Hex. Trenbolone is regarded as a high-risk, high-reward steroid, a drug used by top-level bodybuilders, powerlifters and athletes to put the finishing touch on already impressive physique. It's worth to repeat, to put the finishing touch on already impressive physique. If you are slim, you never was a gym person, and someone who looks like a bodybuilder telling you how good is Tren for muscle building, don't imagine you will be like your friend in a few months.
It's not going to happen.
It takes years of dieting and training regularly to build decent muscle mass, and not just training. I'm talking about hard training, but it takes years to build significant muscle mass.
Unless if you have amazing genetics.
It's not just steroids or Tren give your friend the results he have. It was hard work and a lot of sweat produced terrific results. But then if you will decide to take Tren in the future, start without Tren, and when you notice you cannot get bigger naturally, try Ostarine, then Radvan 40. Give it a good time and dedication to hard training and dieting. You could take Tren later when you will build relatively good muscle definition and size. Don't stay too long on Tren. There are bad side effects you might experience. Trenbolone's side effects are more dangerous and damaging than testosterone. Tren side effects: elevated blood pressure and cholesterol levels, severe acne, premature balding, reducing sexual function, testicular atrophy, voice changes, increased sexual desire, decreased libido, abnormal breast development. As you can see, Trenbolone acetate can have a negative and strong impact on cholesterol through suppressing both HDL, good cholesterol, and LDL, bad cholesterol. I'm not very sure about acne, as not many athletes I know have these side effects. The same applies to premature balding. Not everyone gets it. About libido, from my research, it reduces sexual function and testicular atrophy. What I know from the athletes I was working with, few was taking Tren, and they said opposite. Their libido increased, so as their aggression. But we have to take into consideration that there was a young guys in their 20s and one was in his 30s. At this age, normally libido is high, and if you weight training regularly, then you wouldn't have any problems. I also know guys in their 40s and 50s who took Tren, and they say they'd rather have a cup of tea than a woman-man circle triangle. Cup of tea? Okay. Not everyone experiences the same side effects, but it doesn't mean you will not have them or have them.
About voice changing.
Yes, I noticed this in female athletes. Not a big difference in male. Two side effects that I saw in all of the subject are increased aggression. I saw the people blood test who took Tren, and their panels are just mess. It's like broken house. Another thing I know for sure, that it will take a few months or a year or maybe more for the body to get back to normal. It is also depends on your age. The younger you are, the quicker you will bounce back. The older you are, the harder it will be for you to get your health back. And now let's talk about differences of Trenbolone acetate, Trenbolone enanthate and parabolane Tren-X. Trenbolone acetate Tren-Ace, it has an elimination half-life of just 2 to 3 days. This is considered to be the most potent of these three Tren esters with the highest percentage of active Trenbolone per 100 milligram. It is also fast-acting and requires more frequent injection in the cycle, with every other day being the most common protocol. Who uses Trenbolone acetate? People who use form of Tren by anabolic steroids users. Trenbolone enanthate or Tren-E has 7-day half-life. It was never released into the market but can still be found on the black market today. Tren-enanthate is a slower acting form and brings the same benefit like a significant increase in muscle mass and nitrogen retention. It boosts protein synthesis and gives you a considerable gain in endurance. Tren-Hex has a half-life of 14 days and is a long-active injectable compound that was discontinued in 1990s, I guess. Beside the longer half-life, parabolane is considered to have the same properties and effect as a Trenbolone acetate. Some people are tempted to combine multiple forms of Tren in a cycle. This has no benefit because they are chemically similar, but if you do decide to combine multiple forms of Tren in a cycle, I'll tell you that has no benefits since they're all so chemically similar. As with all Trenbolone cycle, it's always recommended to use Trenbolone alongside testosterone to make up for the slowdown in a natural testosterone production. And now let's talk about cycle. We start with Tren-Ace. Beginners should use no more than 200 milligram weekly in a Tren-Ace cycle, with 100 milligram being the most recommended. A cycle length of anywhere between 8 and 16 weeks is possible with a good results. Tren-E, Tren-enanthate cycle at 100 to 300 milligram for beginners to intermediate users, 8 to 16 week cycle. This is still considered a strong dosage of Tren with a powerful effect. Tren-Hex, a standard dose cycle, is between 150 milligram and 250 milligram weekly, but more advanced users might take the dosage to over 400 milligram weekly. This is not recommended for the beginners and comes with a considerable higher risk of side effects. If you want to know more about Trenbolone cycles for bulking and cutting for the beginners, intermediate, advanced cycles, please let me know at the comment below and I will make a special short video for you. I hope you like this video. Thank you for watching, thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing, commenting, and thank you for being with SimplyFit London. Look after yourself, look after your health. Your health is your wealth. And I will see you very, 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 very soon. Bye.